Julie. It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Sorry, I don't want you to fall in the chair. That's crazy. My name is Cassidy. Like I said, it's really nice to have you down here today with us. How was getting in?
It was fun. Yeah, I took the bus. Quite a nice trip. The weather seems to be warming up, so it's been nice out.
Yeah, it's getting to the end where it's starting to warm up quite a bit. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that you found it easy and nice and cool down here today. So Julie, before we start, I just want you to know a couple of things, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
It's okay? Awesome. So, just so you know, for your security reasons, everything that is said between you and I here today is strictly between you and I, unless my supervisor may need to get a hold of assessing or anything like that with this conversation, okay?
Okay.
Right. Another thing I need to let you be aware of is if I find you at immediate harm or if you may harm others or there's any kind of danger at all, I will have to report it to somebody who is higher above you.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay?
no problem.
Just so we know, we are clear.
Okay.
Alright, so now that's out of the way, just tell me why you came down here today.
I've been struggling with my depression a lot lately. I usually like to draw and, paint, but I've been having almost like a writer's block where I go to do it and it's just like nothing's coming to me and I can't seem to get the inspiration. And I've been talking to my friends and like I'll show them something and they'll say it looks really good, but I'm just struggling if I believe them or not. I feel like they're just trying to say that to make me feel better.
With friendships and, that trust aspect, like you said, you're never really sure if somebody's just trying to be a good friend or not. So
Mhm.
I can understand how that can be confusing for sure. Let's just take a look into your friend group here. Tell me about your friends.
Well, I've known Sally and Clara for about 2 years now, I want to say. I met them through school. And yeah, we've kind of connected. Yeah.
That's good. It's good to have close friendships and bonds, especially in high school.
Yeah.
During that time, God knows the things that could happen, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that you do have some close friends. On the art aspect of that friendship, though, what are their stances on art?
I mean, they're both not very artistry. They're more like the science kind of people, so they know more about sciences. But I mean, I don't know. They've come to the art museum with me a couple times. I don't really find that they think it's interesting, but I think they just do it for me because it's something I like.
And they just want to make you happy. That's nice. At least, they're taking that effort to be able to orchestrate stuff that you would possibly like to do more than they would. So, as friends, they're doing a great job.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's just hard because, like, they'll compliment it, but I don't want them to just tell me it looks good because I want to make me feel better. Like, I don't know. It's messing with the trust issues a little bit.
I feel like it could definitely be hard. Let's just take a step back. What does your art mean to you?
It's very important. I use it in my downtime and any time that I start to feel sad or something. I find it helps to paint it out, I guess you'd say. Sometimes the pictures can be bright and colorful if I'm like in a very good mood, and sometimes it can be a little bit more dark and solemn if I'm feeling low. It's a way for me to be able to express my emotions, I guess.
And so it definitely shows through the display that you're creating. You can see why you'd be so close to your art and, really wanting to know what people think about it, especially because it's coming from your heart, I feel, mostly. And, it's hard to put your emotions out there and have other people view them and be able to, literally see them. So
Yeah.
You have a lot of courage, and a lot of people couldn't do that. So
Thank you.
you should be very proud.
Thank
Very
you.
proud. On the depression aspect of this, you're on medications, yes?
Yes.
And how do you find those to work with your artistic mood, in a sense? You know what I mean?
Sometimes I find it'll cloud it just because if I don't take it, in the morning and I end up taking it, forgetting and not taking it till the afternoon, like I'll get really tired and stuff like that. Sometimes it's not too bad, but it's just adjustment.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a whole emotion fest until you figure it out, right?
Yeah.
And it could take time to get the right dosage, so that can definitely be a struggle for sure. When you are on your meds, so like, how does that incorporate with your writer's block? Do you feel like that affects it at all, or is that something?
I haven't really thought about it, but it could be something that is affecting it and making it hard for me to like concentrate, I guess you could say. That might be part of it.
Definitely a possibility. As far as that goes, I'm just gonna make sure we're on the same page real quick. So you have two really good friends that you've known since high school. You guys are really close. You don't think that they are trustworthy when it comes to opinions about your art. Because of that, it's causing issues in your friendship. And emotionally, your art is a way for you to express yourself. So it kind of means a lot to you, obviously, as it should. And with your depression, you don't feel like it's much of an issue in regards to your writer's block. Necessarily.
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. That's good. Well, let's just take a step back and talk about the art side of your life. Who do you have in relation to that side of you?
My mom understands my art, obviously since I was a kid, so she is helpful. I mean, she's also been telling me that she thinks that I might be just overthinking the situation too much, and that like my friends do appreciate it. It's just like I trust my mom and I believe her, and that's why I think like it might be a little bit more of just my depression acting in. But it would be nice to get like clarity and to like fully put a pin in that so that I know.
Absolutely. Everybody wants the answer to what's hurting them, right?
Yeah.
Of course. With your mom, though, how often do you go to her for her advice or her opinion on your work? Is that something that you think could help you out more so now?
It might. It might be a good thing. I don't get to talk to my mom a lot because she's working a lot and she works away. So the times that I do get to call her, go and get to see her, are like very sparse. It's very, yeah.
All over the place. That can be hard, definitely, especially if she is busy. You know, we've all been there.
Yeah.
9-to-5 jobs.
Exactly.
It's hard.
Making money.
Making money, exactly. So, I could see that being maybe something that could be bringing you down a little bit, maybe. Do you feel like?
It could, yeah. I feel like that might contribute to it just because I value my mom's opinion and I know how she feels about my art. So maybe being able to talk to her more about that would be a lot easier and make it feel a little bit better.
And what about alternative means of communication between you and your mom? Like, what about FaceTime and stuff like that?
Well, yeah, we do Facebook. We can talk on the Facebook Messenger app. That's very convenient. It's just, again, like with her work schedule, it's hard to like hit that point sometimes.
Absolutely.
So.
Actually, it's just meeting up and getting things rolling.
Mm-hmm.
So what about the like galleries and stuff like that? Do you have any friends out there or any kind of group that you may know of that may be able to potentially help you?
I've heard about Facebook groups that are a lot of like artistry people and they're very connected. So, I mean, I could look into that. Sometimes I get a little shy, but maybe if I start just going through it and just looking at it, like join a group or something, and then I can like be a part of the community after a while.
And I mean, by all means, you're doing great right now as is. It just, as another maybe possibility for that feedback, you might find a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing with that kind of feedback is that it's not personal. to your relationship.
Mhm.
It's just honest feedback. Could be definitely a role we can look into further if you would like to do something like that, for sure.
I would.
So we're just gonna end things off for just today. We're doing great. Some things that I would love to see, if you'd like to see us again, of course, for the next meeting is just kind of branching out into that industry side of the art and see how we can maybe incorporate some stuff for you and get you some references to some groups or any kind of gathering where you may be able to find that opinion. And as for your friends, we'll talk through more of that as well and how maybe we can figure out something for those relationships as well.
Okay, that was good.
Awesome, Julie. Thank you so much. You did so great today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Have a great day, okay?
You
We'll
too.
see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.